Hey you, welcome back to another Eve video. Today we're going to be talking about how self-improvement has helped me drastically in my own path. So let's get straight to the point without ado. Number one, it has helped me in accountability. Number two, it has helped me in self-love. Number three, it has helped me with friendships. Oh, friends. Okay, accountability. So what does it actually help me with? What did actually help me? So a lot of people mistake accountability for accounting. No, I'm just joking. But calculating numbers. Nah, that's not. That's no. That's it's all good. So accountability is actually like responsibility or discipline. But in this space, we don't refer to discipline at all. It's not a real word, so we don't call it that. We call it accountability and responsibility. What you actually need to do is have a little accountability in yourself, because accountability is basically self-awareness mixed with a little action. So let's say, right, you want to start being accountable from now on, and you want to only do one thing for somebody or for yourself, and you want to focus on something. That's accountability. But then you need to take action, which is the real accountability. You might fuck up on this one a few times. The first 20 times it's all right, but the thing is, you need the progress, which is you need to be consistent. You may fuck up, but you need to at least stay in motion and not spiral downwards, because accountability is something that you might want to give. Cut. So next we'll go on to self-love. Now, what is self-love? Well, of course, Romeo and Juliet, and no, it's not love, and it's not depiction of love. Self-love is, and it's not selfishness, but we'll go over that later. Self-love is actually more of you taking everything for yourself. You consuming and producing a lot of value for yourself, and you upgrade and you love yourself. Now, before I hopped on self improvement, I was this little kid who just liked, the same kid who play games, who fapped a lot, who had a peanut allergy. No, not a peanut allergy, but a kid who just didn't like to be accountable, and he just hated himself so much. That was, to me now, that is so dumb, because the first way of self-love is self-acceptance. So you need to understand, okay, I love myself, so I know that I do all of these things, that I fuck up a lot, but there's still there's still a time to change, and I can make that time any day I want to, and it can start from today or tomorrow. No matter how much I've done in the past, I want to treat myself better, and I want to treat myself with gifts and love. So, the point I was making about selfishness just now is that many people mistake, I mean, self love is, many people mistake self love for selfishness. Now, when you see someone like an entrepreneur or some shit like that, you see him going about his day without caring about, he doesn't want to spend too much time with you. Either he spend, okay, he doesn't keep everything like middle. It is like some part of accountability, but it's something to do with, it has a little to do with accountability, but he doesn't keep everything in middle. He keeps, he he either doesn't spend time with you, cuts out the pointless things and just moves back into work, or he talks to you as if you were the only guy on earth, you were the only person who he cared about. That is true accountability and self-love, because he understands that his time is valuable. So that's time. You see, self-love is basically where, as a metaphor, let's say we have an empty cup and we take a jug of water and we pour water inside and we pour it to its max, and we don't give it to other people first, because that's not what it's about. It's about giving value to ourselves. But here's the thing, we pour the bowl or the cup into the other person's bowl, so we both have the same amount of share, and that's why giving to yourself first is much more important than giving to other people. That's how you can stand out and be a leader. Now the third one would be friendships. Now, before I was on self improvement, I used to commit a lot of stupid stuff at school with my friends, and this the typical dumb autistic fat guy. Yeah, so this guy, whatever my friend told me, I was like, okay, and then I used to be, I used to do things without any self love, without self respect, and everything that came to me, like I was, everything that came to me, I took it as granted, and to my friends, I gave them most of the things, and I was left with nothing. That's why self love, accountability is important. Friendships, however, you want to limit the amount of friends you have as much as possible. Keep it close to a number of one is what I found, because having too much friends is distractions. Because when you want to go and hop on self improvement, you want to change your life drastically, you gotta have you gotta be fully cultivated in what you do, and you gotta be you gotta be a decision maker. And well, you don't have to be a decision maker, but it's monk mode basically. You choose what you want to do for the entire year or the entire time you set yourself to, and you do that one thing only, and there's no other choices, because those other choices would be more known as distractions. So do not so okay, here's the thing, friends are still important in monk mode, even that, because you need to have that little support, especially that one friend or that mentor who you can learn from, and nothing else. Even your parents, you don't spend too much time with your parents, because those are distractions as well, for the most part, from what I've learned. your parents are distractions. Okay, so because they'll ask you to watch movies, they'll ask you to go out to eat, to to join them in their festive moods, but you gotta tell them, you gotta be stoic enough to tell them that no, I'm focusing on my thing, I can't join you. So that's how I will see it. And after I after this, which was yesterday, I made a quick decision, which was I deleted Instagram because it distracted me from a lot of unnecessary, from a lot of stuff that I'm doing, and I I kept I kept being clinging to these unnecessary shorts for quite some time. Well, it wasn't a lot, but I had this tendency to keep one to every time I hop on Instagram to talk to my friends, I see a reel, I watch it like for a few minutes, and then I acknowledge that I'm watching a reel, and then I quickly click off. That's why I just told them to contact me on WhatsApp, and I do not want to come on Instagram at all. And guess what happened? The outcome was no one no one of specialty came to message me. You might call it like pretty sad, but I call it pretty adventurous, pretty knowledgeable. Knowledgeable. So yeah, it's pretty. At least I know that I have good friends and I have bad friends. This is where the genuinity and the compassion is. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and peace out.